So this is going to be a long one. I'm basically going to just talk about all the memories, like going on trips and stuff with my family, and just my favorite memories with my family. And I have a sort of big family, so it's going to be a lot of stories. So get ready because it's story time. Start with my mom. I think one of my favorite trips with her was with my sister before she became a little brat, and my father. And we took a road trip, and I love road trips, even when I was little. We took a road trip to Florida, and we drove all the way down to Florida from New York. And it was such a fun trip. We had, this is before like the little TVs or the Arcos Internet Media tablets. So we had a TV, like a little, it wasn't really little. It was like one of the TVs with the VCR built into it. And we sat it between the two front seats. And me and my sister got like VHS tapes to watch in the car. So the whole way down there, we basically watched videos and ate crap. Not literal crap, obviously. We had a container of little chips and crackers and sandwiches, and we basically just did that the whole trip. But I just love being on the road, being in the car, and that was one of my first real road trips. Actually, that's not true. I also went with my grandmother when I was younger. I want to say 8. I don't know, I'm horrible when my memories start becoming one big clump, and I can't figure out what age I was for each memory. I know the one I just told you was about when I was about 15, 13, around there, because I was definitely in high school or junior high. But this one I was younger. I was in elementary school, 3rd grade maybe. And my grandmother and my grandfather brought me on this trip. And I was young, and they had a really nice van at the time. It was a van, and he had the VCR, and it was actually supposed to be in the van. And I basically sat there the whole time, and so we didn't have to stop. Well, so I didn't have to stop when I had to go to the bathroom. I had this little baby toilet that I would pee in. It was so funny, because my sister actually used it when she went on the same trip a year or so later, and she pooped in it. And all you, in the van, it's complete silence, and all you hear is, "Jesus Christ, what's that smell?" My grandmother. And she realizes my sister pooped in the toilet that you were supposed to only pee in. So they cleaned it out, and oh man, it was just bad. So anyway, we drove to Florida. We stayed with, my Aunt Josie and my Uncle Mike. My uncle on my grandmother's side, he's a great uncle and a great aunt, I think. Or something along those lines. And we stayed with them in their house for a little while, and we then we stayed one night in a hotel. No, I'm sorry. We went to their house for a day, during the day, and we went back to the hotel at night. That's what it was. And it was just an amazing trip, because I went to Disney World, to Universal, and my grandmother brought me to all the parks, and I had an amazing time. I think that's my grandmother's story and my mom's story. And now I'm going to tell you my beard itches. I'm going to tell you my aunt's story. And it's going to be a couple stories, because I have a few different aunts. So my other aunt, my Aunt Bobby. My Aunt Bobby has 4 kids. Jonathan, the youngest, Nick, Matt, and Chris. And, what was I saying? Shit. Oh. And I stayed there for a week once. And it was with my sister. And all 4 kids. And I think my cousin Chris had a friend over. and I think my other cousin was there. So me and my cousin Nick ganged up on my sister. We stole her little doll and we put it in the oven. We stole my cousin's Dear Diary, trying to read like her secrets and stuff. Dear Diary was one of those things, like it was like the size of a calculator, and it was like where you could put like little notes, and it was like had like a lock on it so no one else could see it but you. So we stole it and we were trying to like figure out the password. It was, and also that same week, like basically the whole time we played video games, and it was PlayStation. Yeah, I think it was PlayStation 1. And we basically just played that the whole time. And it was just like, I don't get to see them a lot, so hanging out with my cousin Nick was like such an amazing time. Look who's watching me. He's like just like intently staring like, are you eating? I want to eat too. And my Aunt Peggy. She is also my dad's sister. And my favorite story with her, oh my god. She would babysit us when I was little. She babysat us for like years. And so what happened at one time was I got one of those prank lighters up at the general store here. And it was like the ones that like shock you. So I sat it on the table because I knew with her she'd go to reach for a cigarette. Well, she just got done washing the dishes in the sink. So her hands were wet and she went to light her cigarette. All you hear is, ow, motherfucker. And I come out and she's like waving her hands like, oh my god, that hurt. And I'm busting out laughing. And I'm like, I tell her it was me that got it. And oh my god, she still talks about that today, how much it hurt. But in my family, if you stub your toe, if you smack your head when you get in the car, the other person doesn't, like, oh my god, are you okay? No, they laugh at you. It's not like, it's sick, but it's like, everyone in my family does it. Alright, I'm back. Can't believe I forgot this one. One of my favorite trips. It wasn't even a long trip. Basically, we went behind my house, behind my aunt's house, and, what's that, to say something? No? And we camped. And we had like a beautiful, well, it's not really beautiful anymore, because we had a massive flood and it kind of screwed it up back there. But my little cousin Travis actually cleaned it up really good. We would, every year, we would camp back there. And it would be like basically my dad's entire side of the family. It would be my mom, and we would have an amazing time. My Uncle Brian, who passed, I'm sorry, he didn't pass away, he was killed in a hit and run a couple of years ago, but he was like camping with us every year, and if you played cards with him, don't expect to win, because he will cheat and do whatever he has to win. But if he could help you out, he would cheat to help you too. My Aunt Peggy, she camped with us a lot. My Aunt Pauline would always try and scare the crap out of us, because she lived not too far away. She lived like a second away. She would like come down at night and try and like scare the crap out of us. But like, it was like a yearly thing up until like about 5 years ago. And it was just an amazing time. We would like roast marshmallows, tell horror stories, fish, go swimming in the river. Now, my sister wouldn't do that because it's too icky. When she was little, she was a little tomboy, and she would like not even think twice about it. And it was a blast. And I guess that's it for all my family vacation stories. So I'm going to also give you a quick update on the losing an Olsen twin. I haven't weighed myself because I haven't gone to a gym or a doctor, and I gotta get to a gym like this week soon. It's just that my mom's been working, so I haven't been able to get there. I've been walking, so we'll see if that does anything. That's really it. So I guess this would be part 2 of today's vlog. So peace.